Harnessing the Power of Relationships in Schools, facilitated by Dr. Timothy Gadson. Welcome to this professional learning session, Harnessing the Power of Relationships in Schools. Today, we're embarking on an inspiring journey to explore the transformative potential of meaningful connections within our school communities. Get ready to uncover practical strategies and insights to ignite a passion for fostering inclusive, equitable, and socially just relationships in our educational settings. Throughout this dynamic session, we will delve into what makes relationships powerful in education and discover actionable steps to strengthen them within our schools. So let's dive in together and empower ourselves to create positive change in the lives of our students and communities. Building strong relationships in education isn't just a nice add on, it's the very bedrock upon which effective teaching and learning stand. Research from diverse educational contexts consistently highlights the pivotal role that positive relationships play in shaping student outcomes, from boosting academic achievement to nurturing socio-emotional well-being. The impact of these connections is profound and far-reaching. As educators, recognizing and harnessing the power of relationships is essential for crafting learning environments that are nurturing, inclusive, and empowering for every student. In today's session, we'll go deeper into the profound significance of relationships in education and explore actionable strategies for cultivating them effectively. Join me as we embark on a journey to unlock the transformative potential of meaningful connections in our schools and communities. The relationship between teachers and students is at the heart of any positive and engaging learning environment. It's a dynamic bond built on trust, respect, and open communication. For students, feeling valued and understood by their teachers is the key to their academic growth and overall well-being. Likewise, for educators, forming meaningful connections with their students is a source of motivation and fulfillment in their profession. Beyond the classroom, strong relationships among colleagues form the backbone of a supportive and collaborative school culture. Educators working together as a team can share expertise, brainstorm ideas, and problem solve effectively. This collegiality not only fosters professional growth, but also enhances the overall quality of teaching and learning within the school community, creating a sense of belonging and camaraderie among the educators. The partnership between educators and families is vital for supporting student success. Building relationships with families involves active communication, empathy, and a willingness to involve them in decision-making processes regarding their children's education. By fostering a sense of trust and collaboration, educators can create a supportive network that extends beyond the school walls, enriching learning experiences for students and making families feel valued and respected. So, establishing relationships within the broader community opens doors to external resources and school support, whether partnering with local organizations, businesses, or community leaders. Schools can tap into a wealth of knowledge and expertise to enhance educational opportunities for students. Collaboration, networking, and community engagement initiatives are essential for forging these connections and strengthening the bond between the school and its surrounding community. At the core of building strong relationships lies the foundation of trust. To cultivate trust, it's essential to be authentic in your interactions, showing sincerity and honesty in every exchange. Additionally, reliability is key. Consistently follow through on your commitments and demonstrate that you can be counted on. Transparency is also crucial. By sharing information openly and communicating clearly, you foster an environment of trust where everyone feels informed and respected. So, respect. Respect is the bedrock upon which healthy relationships thrive. Valuing diverse perspectives is paramount. By embracing and appreciating the unique experiences and viewpoints of others, you create a culture of respect and understanding. Furthermore, fostering inclusivity is essential. Strive to create an environment where everyone feels welcome, heard, and valued, regardless of their background or identity. Cultivating a sense of belonging is equally important. It ensures all school community members feel included, supported, and respected for who they are and what they bring. Empathy is a crucial skill that educators can cultivate to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment. In education, empathy involves the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, particularly our students. Here's how educators can put empathy into practice. One of the most powerful ways to demonstrate empathy is by actively listening to students' voices. This goes beyond simply hearing what they say. It involves truly understanding their perspectives, concerns, and experiences. Educators can facilitate open ended questions, engage in reflective discussions, and have one on one conversations to create opportunities for students to express themselves freely and be heard. Every student brings a unique set of experiences and backgrounds to the classroom. Recognizing and validating these diverse experiences is essential for creating an inclusive environment. Educators can incorporate culturally responsive teaching practices that honor students' cultural heritage and identities. Additionally, providing opportunities for students to share their stories and perspectives can foster a sense of belonging and mutual respect within the classroom. Emotions are a natural part of learning and the learning process, and validating students' feelings in the classroom is essential. It is key to creating a safe and supporting environment where students feel comfortable expressing their emotions. Educators can use empathy statements, affirmations, and supportive gestures to validate students' emotions and let them know their feelings are acknowledged and respected. Educators can nurture a sense of belonging, build positive relationships, and promote social and emotional well being in school communities. Collaboration among educators is not just beneficial, it's essential. By pooling resources, ideas, and expertise, educators can create a supportive and collaborative environment that enriches the learning experiences of students and teachers alike. Working together, educators can tap into a wealth of knowledge, share best practices, and collectively problem solve to address the diverse needs of their students. This collaborative spirit fosters a sense of camaraderie and professional growth within the school community, ultimately benefiting everyone involved. Partnerships with families and community organizations are invaluable. These partnerships serve as bridges that connect schools with the broader community, fostering a sense of belonging and support for all stakeholders. By forging strong relationships with families and community organizations, schools can create a network of support that extends beyond the classroom walls. These partnerships enable schools to tap into external resources, engage families in their children's education, and collaborate on initiatives that enrich the educational experience for students. Together, educators, families, and community organizations can work hand in hand to create thriving school communities where every individual is valued and supported. At this point, I encourage you to pause the video and reflect on relationships within your school community. Consider the questions provided and jot down your thoughts and insights. Reflect on how you engage with your colleagues, students, and families. Consider the quality of your interactions and whether you actively seek opportunities to collaborate and communicate openly with them. Think about ways you can deepen your connections and build trust. Are there opportunities to demonstrate authenticity, reliability, and transparency in your interactions? How can you show empathy and understanding to deepen your connections? Consider steps that you can take to promote inclusivity, equity, and social justice within your school community. Are there practices or policies that need to be addressed to ensure all students feel valued and supported? How can you advocate for equity and social justice within your sphere of influence? Reflect on how you can leverage relationships to support student success. How can you use your connections with colleagues, students, and families to create a network of support for students? Write down your reflections and identify one action step you can take to cultivate a more inclusive and empowering learning environment through relationships. Remember, this pause is an opportunity for personal introspection and growth. So take your time. When you're ready, restart the video to continue this session. As educators, it's essential to acknowledge and confront the systemic inequities and injustices embedded within the education system. This involves recognizing biases, discrimination, and disparities in resources and opportunities, perpetuating student inequality. By acknowledging these systemic issues, educators can begin to address them effectively and work toward creating a more equitable learning environment for all. Building inclusive and culturally responsive relationships within school communities is a cornerstone of promoting equity and social justice. Educators should actively strive to understand and value their students and their families' diverse backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. By fostering inclusive relationships, educators can create a sense of belonging and support for all students, regardless of their background or identity. Through cultivating inclusive relationships, schools can create equitable learning environments where all students have equal access to resources, opportunities, and support. This involves recognizing and addressing existing disparities and actively dismantling barriers that disproportionately affect marginalized students. By creating a culture of empathy and inclusion, schools can ensure every student has the opportunity to thrive academically and socially. Implementing culturally responsive teaching practices is one effective strategy for promoting equity in education. By incorporating diverse perspectives, experiences, and cultures into the curriculum, educators can create a more inclusive and equitable learning experience for all students. Additionally, providing professional development on equity and social justice can equip educators with the knowledge and skills needed to address systemic inequities in their classrooms and schools. Engaging in community partnerships and collaborations can also be instrumental in promoting equity as schools work alongside community organizations to address the needs of marginalized students. Finally, creating inclusive policies and practices within schools can help ensure all students are treated fairly and have the support they need to succeed. Through these strategies and initiatives, educators can work toward creating a more equitable and just education system for all students. Let's review this scenario in our case study. A school serves a diverse student population, including many English language learners. The school has historically struggled to engage families, particularly those from immigrant backgrounds, in school activities and decision making processes. The school faces several challenges in engaging families, including language barriers and cultural differences that hinder effective communication and collaboration. Additionally, school staff and families lack trust and understanding, further complicating efforts to involve families in school activities and decision making processes. So, to address these challenges, the school can implement various strategies to build trust and foster meaningful connections with families. One approach is implementing culturally responsive practices that honor and respect diverse backgrounds, creating a welcoming and inclusive environment for all families. Language support and translation services can help bridge communication gaps, ensuring all families have access to important information and resources. Moreover, actively involving families in decision making processes and school activities can help empower them to play a more active role in their children's education. And finally, building relationships through home visits, family events, and community partnerships can strengthen ties between the school and the broader community, facilitating greater engagement and collaboration. By implementing these strategies, the school can overcome barriers to family engagement and create a more inclusive and supportive learning environment for all students, fostering a sense of belonging and empowerment among families. Relationship mapping is a powerful activity that allows you to visually represent the connections between various stakeholders in your school community. By mapping these relationships, you can gain valuable insights into the dynamics of your school community, identify strengths and areas for improvement, and brainstorm strategies to enhance collaboration and communication. So let's take a look at steps for relationship mapping. First, begin by identifying the key stakeholders in your school community. This may include students, teachers, administrators, parents, and community partners. Consider the diverse perspectives and roles that each stakeholder brings to the community. This step is crucial as it ensures every member of the school community, including our valued community partners, feel included and recognized for their contributions. Then use a diagram or chart to visualize these stakeholders. You can create a simple diagram with circles or squares representing each stakeholder group, or use more complex visualizations such as a network diagram. Use lines or arrows to connect the stakeholders in your diagram, representing their relationships and interactions. Consider formal and informal connections, such as communication channels, collaborative projects, and shared goals. Then you want to take a moment to reflect on the strengths and weaknesses of the relationships depicted in your diagram. Your insights and observations are invaluable in this process. What areas of collaboration are strong and supportive? Where are there opportunities for improvement or growth? Your reflections on these questions will guide the next steps in enhancing collaboration and communication within the school community. Finally, brainstorm strategies and action steps to strengthen connections and foster stakeholder collaboration. Consider how you can leverage existing strengths, address areas of weakness, and create opportunities for meaningful engagement and partnership. As you engage in this activity, I encourage you to pause the video and complete each step at your own pace. Reflect on the relationships within your school community and consider how relationship mapping can inform your efforts to create a more cohesive and collaborative learning environment. I encourage you to complete this activity with your colleagues. I assure you it's powerful and can help others to see the connection or lack thereof to valued stakeholders in the learning community. You can resume the video and continue this session when you're ready. In our journey to explore the power of relationships in education, we have many resources at our disposal to deepen our understanding and refine our practices. Let's look at some of these valuable resources that offer insights, strategies, and inspiration for building strong relationships in school. First, I offer the book, The Power of Relationships in Schools, Improving Student Learning and Well-Being. This book explores the transformative impact of relationships on student learning and well-being, offering practical strategies for educators to cultivate meaningful connections in their school communities. The article, Building Strong Relationships in Schools, a comprehensive guide. This guide provides many practical tips and strategies for educators seeking to build strong relationships with students, colleagues, and families. The podcast, the importance of building relationships in schools on Edu Leadership Radio. You can tune in to this engaging podcast episode to hear insightful discussions and interviews with education leaders on the critical role of relationships in fostering student success and school improvement. The webinar, Creating Inclusive School Communities Through Relationship Building. This informative webinar will help you to learn about effective strategies for creating inclusive and welcoming school environments through intentional relationship building. An online course, Building Positive Relationships in Schools. Enroll in this online course to deepen your understanding of the principles and practices of building positive relationships in schools. Explore case studies, engage in interactive activities, and collaborate with educators worldwide. And finally, I offer a research paper, The Role of Relationships in School Improvement, a literature review. You can dive into this comprehensive literature review to explore the latest research on the importance of relationships in driving school improvement efforts, gain valuable insights into the impact of relationships on student outcomes and school culture. With these resources at your fingertips, you can have tools and knowledge to cultivate meaningful relationships that enrich students' educational experiences and contribute to their overall success and well-being. Let's harness these resources, insights, and strategies to create more connected, inclusive, and thriving school communities. Relationships lie at the very core of effective teaching and learning. As educators, we hold the power to cultivate robust, supportive connections that empower our students to excel academically and flourish in diverse and inclusive learning environments. How do we accomplish this feat? By prioritizing key principles such as trust, respect, empathy, collaboration, equity, and social justice. Trust forms the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. When students trust their educators, they feel safe to take risks, ask questions, and explore new ideas without fear of judgment or ridicule. By demonstrating reliability, authenticity, and transparency in our interactions, we can foster trust and create a supportive atmosphere where students feel valued and respected. Respect is another fundamental aspect of nurturing positive relationships. By honoring each student's unique perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences, we create an inclusive environment where everyone feels seen and heard. Respect also entails recognizing and valuing the contributions of our colleagues, families, and community partners, fostering a culture of mutual appreciation and collaboration. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. As educators, practicing empathy allows us to connect with our students on a deeper level, recognizing their individual needs, challenges, and aspirations. By actively listening, validating emotions, and demonstrating compassion, we create a supportive space where students feel understood and supported. Collaboration. Collaboration is not just a buzzword, but a crucial element in building strong relationships within our school communities. By working together with our colleagues, students, families, and community partners, we can pool our collective strengths and resources to create a more enriching and empowering learning experience for all. This collaborative spirit fosters a sense of belonging and ownership as everyone, regardless of their role, contributes to shaping the educational journey. Equity and social justice are fundamental principles that guide our efforts to create fair and inclusive learning environments. By addressing systemic inequities, dismantling barriers, and advocating for marginalized students, we strive to ensure every learner has access to the resources, opportunities, and support they need to succeed. Our commitment to equity and social justice demonstrates our dedication to creating a more just and equitable society for all. In summary, educators can cultivate strong, supportive relationships that empower students to thrive academically and socially by prioritizing trust, respect, empathy, collaboration, equity, and social justice. These relationships form the foundation of effective teaching and learning, fostering a culture of belonging, empowerment, and excellence in our schools. Thank you for joining me today. If you found value in this presentation, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Stay updated with upcoming sessions on my channel, and let's enrich our journeys together. Please take time to explore some of my blogs for additional resources and insights. The URLs are shown here.